All right. Good evening, summoners. I am your host, Holland, and here's our other host, Mambrose.
Hello.
So tonight, it looks like it'll be some really fun match. We have Zero Tolerance versus uh, GG Resnet OP. We also have Zero Tolerance versus Sex Panther, and then Sex Panther versus GG Resnet OP. So I'll have to take a look at the standings, but I know these are the top four teams. Well, top three, well, three of the top four teams. So this should be some really interesting games tonight. Give me 1 second while I check the standings to see how they have fared against each other. And it looks like the last time these two teams went up against each other, Zero Tolerance came out on top. So I'm curious to know if this will be a repeat of last time, or if Resnet OP is ready for them this time.
And right now, since we're talking about standings, just to put it out there, Zero Tolerance is right now tied for first, um, with 12th, and Sex Panther's down one game. They're 5-3 right now.
You mean GG Resnet OP is 5-3 right now? Sex Panther's the other one tied in
Yeah,
first, which will be the game two. So, like I said, this is going to be some. These are going to be some interesting games tonight. Uh, Everyone, I'm sure, are going to be glued to their monitors. I know I will be.
that sounds like a bad idea. Like glue in the monitor. Don't do that.
So let's see. Let's go over some of the top top champions on the team that are picked. It's a bit early, I know, but we're still waiting for zero for Zero Tolerance to get started. So the top champions played are Jinx. She's been used 3 games so far. Kha'Zix has been used 2 games, and I'm blanking on her name now. Shyvana. She's also been used 2 times. So, and their average kill death and assists are 6.2, 3.5, and 12.5. Very solid scores. GG Resident OP, their most played champions are Fiora at played 3 games. Malzahar played 2, and Nami played 2. And their average kill, death, and assists are 4.5, 3.89, or 3.9, and 9.1. So their assists are a little bit lower, and their kills, I think, are a little bit lower. but their deaths are almost the same. Their deaths are slightly higher, but we're talking
Their average
kill death.
their
Most
CG
CG
residents
residents
0.5,
so
Fiora
most played champion
at
3
9,
played 3 games.
Fiora,
Malzahar
and
played 2 and
played
3
3
games.
So
Their
Malzahar
played
played
their
average
average
kill
kill
death
death
and their average
kill
kill
death
3.8
assists are 4.5 or 3.9 and
9.1
or 3.9.
but their deaths are
and
a little
9
bit
bit
lower.
lower. Their deaths are
So
slightly
their
higher.
their
We're a little bit
kills,
lower.
their average kill death,
their
most
CG
CG
residents
residents
0.5,
0.5, so
most played champion
at
8
9,
played 3 games.
Fiora,
Malzahar
and
played 2 and played 3
games.
games.
So Malzahar played their average kill death and their 0.5 to 3.89 or 3.9.
Oh, it was with Zero Tolerance. So that was an interesting game. It was unfortunate for Sneaky Boulders. They uh, weren't able to really get anywhere, capitalize on anything, and it ended up being a pretty rough game for them. But the later game afterwards, so there was no middle game. There was only a 10 p.m. game. That was pretty interesting from what I saw. It was a 4v4 game, and it was just there was no, you couldn't really do the meta, so things were really chaotic and pretty interesting. For details on that, you can always watch the stream, or you could ask Coggles or Marcel. They were the commentators that night.
Alright, looks like we're probably going to be just about ready here. Or, not.
Yeah, still missing one team member from Zero Tolerance.
I could have sworn they were all just there.
Yeah, they were. Actually, which one was missing? Oh, the Enchanters. He jumped in and then fell out. We just got a question from Point5 on the on YouTube chat asking about the sound. That we may be having some issues, so please let us know, and we will try to correct them as we continue to stream.
Yeah, the sound issue should be fixed. I was making some audio changes, and apparently having the entirety of Chrome muted for some reason didn't mute YouTube for me.
Interesting.
Yeah, don't ask me.
Okay. Chanter's having mild issues. Hopefully he can get that up soon. So I normally don't like to talk about other games while playing or casting League of Legends, but since E3's been a big topic over the week, and we're having a little bit of some downtime while we wait, Mambrose, tell me about some of the games that you saw that looked pretty interesting.
I think I've already given you the list. I was looking forward to, crap, I gotta remember them all. See, there was the new Rainbow Six, the Siege, or just Siege, whatever. What else was there? The new Homefront, which will hopefully be better than the last Homefront.
I know I'm interested in Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yes, a co-op in Assassin's Creed will be good.
That gameplay footage you sent me was quite amazing.
He's back.
All right, and in the nick of time, it looks like. So we will. I think we will get started very shortly now.
I do believe so.
All right, we are on to the champion select. Actually, ban phase. So I wonder who's going to be banned this time. Are they going to try to counter ban the other team, or are they going to pick bans that of champions that they just absolutely hate facing? Well, there's Syndra. I don't think I've seen Syndra played very much, so. And there's Draven now too, so neither of those I don't think have been played very often. So maybe they just do not like facing them. Either that, or they've also been played equally as often as some of the other common champions, so they're not showing. They didn't show up on the team stats.
Jinx we have seen quite a bit.
Same with Fiora. Fiora actually very common, used in 3 games so far. Jinx I think was also used 3 games. Jax, I don't think either one of these teams have used it very often, but I know at least some of the other teams have, and
Lucian's also super common.
Yes, so both teams seem to be picking more champions that they just don't want to face, with the exception of Jinx and Fiora, I think.
Well, the question is now, if Jinx and Lucian are out, who's going to be the carry?
Draven's out too, and he's another AD carry option.
You know, Twitch has been common lately, but only one team can get that.
Right. I mean, other ones we've seen before. We've seen some Caitlyn's. I don't know if we've seen Miss Fortune this season very much. I think a little bit. No, I think she was used in one of Tuesday's games, actually. Maybe I'm wrong.
Kayle picked up.
Kayle, that's yeah. She's been used pretty often lately. I've noticed in some of the matches I've seen. Let's see who Unstable and Zarkron pick. Ooh, Evelynn. Another, and Jarvan too. Oh, Jarvan 4. That's, those are both champions that have been played pretty often during this Front Street League, and, or at least Jarvan has been. Evelynn not as much, but she still has been. So, hopefully we'll see some good action with those two, as usual.
I totally forgot Braum was a thing.
Yeah, Braum's usually hasn't been played much. I think he was played 2 of the 3 times during the first night he was allowed to be played, and then I think he's been banned almost every night after that. Ah, Corky. That's somebody I haven't seen in a while.
About Corky.
He was huge during last year's LCS, or last season's LCS, right?
He's been used a lot in the current one too, actually. But when I was thinking of AD carries and all, I was just, for some reason, not remembering Corky.
Alright. I still don't know all of Brahms' moves yet. I need to really sit down and learn him. But I know he's a very defensive champion. I know he throws up a wall. I don't know if it's like the wall that Yasuo throws up. I think it's similar, but I think things can pass through it. We've got Nami. That pick's been done before, and Nami's actually been played a lot during the LCS as well. The thing that I'm... Oh, okay. I was a little confused there, and I'll explain that after the champion selection is finished. And then we have Miss Fortune being picked for the AD carry. Well, she hasn't locked in yet, but there it is. And Shyvana, another one of the favorite champions, so not surprised to see her. The one thing I hope I don't see, honestly, is a Dragon Slayer Jarvan skin. I'm kind of sick of that skin, and I know it's funny to pick Dragon Slayer Jarvan when Shyvana's on the other team, but I hope teams are listening, because I don't want to see it. I'm bored of it.
I don't know if anyone really cares what you're bored of. Just, you know.
Well, I sure hope when everyone is thinking about who they're going to pick and how entertaining it's going to be, they're thinking about what I'm thinking, and that's, is this going to be entertaining for Holland? I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just how I'm thinking.
That sounds a little biased.
Nah. So, the last champion locked in for Zero Tolerance is Aurelia.
Lies. That's Resonant OP.
Right, that's what I mean, Resonant OP.
Yeah. 0 punctuations on the other side.
Well, I got the teams right. Halfway there. And Lulu. Yeah, she's been really huge, both in the LCS and at least I think the European LCS at least, and has been a pretty big pick for our tournament as well. Lulu used to last season, or maybe it was the season before, she was big support champion, was always bottom lane with AD carry, and now you see her constantly played mid, and she's a strong mid.
Yeah, Lulu has been really common this season.
I'd like to point out the YouTube comment from Hoggles, and he noted that he's asking, is this entertaining for Hash Holland? And so far, I am entertained. Thank you for asking, Hoggles. That's the one thing I'm hoping everybody is thinking to themselves. So, if we look at the champions and who's playing them, Bouncy Bubbles obviously got Miss Fortune. She's the AD carry for the team. Zarkron got Nami support.
One of her more favorite champions, or it used to be, I think, right?
Yeah, she's I don't think she uses her that often anymore, but I think that was her AD carry for a long time before the tournaments, and I think it's a very safe champion. And although Miss Fortune's probably not one of the strongest AD carries anymore, she's still very strong. And the other night, a Tuesday night's first match, I think Miss Fortune was played, and she did wreaked havoc on Sneaky Boulder when they were clumped up with her ult. So she may not be one of the most strongest champions in a lot of people's opinion, but she's still extremely dangerous and still very powerful. We've got issues jungling with Evelynn. I could be wrong. I don't remember him juggling with her very often. But I know she's a strong jungle, and her being stealthy and a jungle is very useful.
Yeah, he also tends to be a pretty decent jungler, kind of no matter who you give him.
That's true. Yeah, he's had some interesting jungles in the past, and they usually go pretty well.
I seem to recall him saying that he could jungle with anyone. And I feel like he's done some really out there stuff in the past, just to be funny.
Yeah. And then we've got Unstable using Jarvan top, and Jarvan is a solid top lane champion. I think there's a couple that are slightly stronger, but he is definitely one of the top ones, I think. On ResNet OP's side, we have Corki, and I believe Corki's going to be their AD carry. Give me 1 second.
I would assume.
Well, technically Corki could be played AP, but that's not the best way to play him. Yeah, so he's going to be their AD carry. And Kale is probably going to be their mid. Braum is going to be jungle. I haven't paid pretty much any attention to Braum, and so I'm interested to see how he's working as a jungle.
Well,
he
could be top too. I mean, Shyvana's a jungler that you see pretty frequently.
I'm going based on the summoners also. The Yi Zone, I think, was playing Braum, and he's ResNet OP's designated jungler.
No, we can always switch.
That's true. And I think Tralalala's their... I know he's playing, and they might be switching, and they could be switching up because he's their sub, I believe. So... Shyvana, though, can play top. I mean, Shyvana could jungle or top, so...
yeah.
I'm not really sure where those two are going to go.
Well, staring at the loading screen, I think we can make a guess.
And Aurelia is going to support the AD carry bottom, I'm sure. Warring Kingdoms Jarvan. I don't know if anybody was listening, but if they were, I give them a thumbs up. I appreciate that. It was not Dragon Slayer Jarvan.
Oh, is that all you were talking about, the skin? I honestly wasn't listening.
So it's like any other day talking with you. So, Koi Nami's pretty neat. Not my favorite Nami skin, but it's pretty interesting still. Classic Ev, Winter Wonder Lulu, that's a pretty good skin. Waterloo Miss Fortune's pretty neat. Frostbite Aurelia is really nice looking. Ice Drake Shyvana. A pretty decent one. It's an interesting one because you don't normally see dragons and ice and things like that, I guess. Classic Braum, classic Kale, and Earth Rider Corki. One of my favorite Corki skins. I think my absolute favorite, though, is the Red Baron Corki, which I don't know if that's still available. I'd have to check.
And for anyone that's been watching YouTube and staring at a blank screen for a little while, that should be fixed. Apparently, I don't know what it is, but OBS hates my preset League of Legends capture. Like I need to recreate the thing. I need to recreate the source for whatever reason. It just doesn't want to take it when you first open it. But whatever.
Alright, looks like we have 3 people heading for blue, 4 including Lulu actually, and we also had a the Yi zone with Braum. Oh, both wards placed in that bush. Everyone knows about that now, so I don't think we'll get too much invading there, unless they go around bottom to invade. But purple team has placed up another ward. That was a good idea.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Aurelia waiting at blue team's blue, and not getting any support there, so Jarvan waiting at red, so I guess they're just going to solo that themselves. Corki's laughing incessantly.
Minions have spawned.
That was weird. We did get a summoner reconnected message, but I didn't see anyone actually disconnect, so.
He probably disconnected during the loading screen.
Yeah.
Oh, Lulu's already starting her farm in mid. Shyvana is grabbing red. And Braum is going bottom. Was not expecting this. I mean, Braum is a good support, but I honestly was expecting, based on the people, him to go somewhere else. So we've got Kale mid, Shyvana jungle, and Aurelia top. Okay. This is actually makes more sense when thinking about it, but I was really kind of hoping to see a Braum jungle, see how he works. And Jarvan dealing some good damage to Aurelia up top. Aurelia's already below half health. Oh, and he wasn't
gonna make it
able
out of
to
that one.
finish her off, but she's really low
Gotta
on
be
health
careful.
and used a pot. Oh, Jarvan is being attacked by Shyvana jungle. Will he be able to make it out? Looks like, though, Evelyn's there, and Shyvana gets hit, but unfortunately, Evelyn... I think Evelyn was hoping for Aurelia to be there and could get a one-hit kill.
Oh, we're still going though.
Oh, Evelyn's not in good health. And wow, Jarvan's
got enough to save Evelyn though.
Yes, he did. Good save for.
That was a good job trading back and forth with Unstable and Issues to keep both of them alive.
Yeah, and so Evelyn was able to keep her blue and red buff, which was very important for the jungle. Some blows being traded mid with Kale and Lulu. Kale's doing some nice damage, but Lulu's able to back off and is going to heal a little bit with that health pot. Nami stealing some health from Corki there, and trading some blows, but everything is pretty safe. I'm pretty quiet down bottom, I think. Ooh, Jarvan's attacking Aurelia again.
He's putting down some good hurt there.
Yeah.
She's healing back up though.
Looking at some of the CS that's going on, Jarvan 32 to Aurelia's 6. That is pretty far behind for early game.
He's also
I mean,
got a
it's
level
pretty,
up right now.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. 30. That number can be recovered pretty easily, but this early on in the game, that's pretty staggering difference. Shyvana 18, Evelynn 16. They're pretty even. Lulu 39, Kale's 25. So Lulu's doing a nice job there. Jarvan continuing to poke Aurelia. Aurelia is more of a later game champion, and Jarvan, I think he's technically more mid-game, but he can get some nice poke on early game. Braum at pretty low health, but he's a very defensive champion with a wall that he gets to put up too.
Ooh, Jarvan's at it again. Not gonna get it that time either, though.
Oh, and looks like
Darkon's gonna go down.
Nami goes down, and ooh, is Braum gonna go down? No, no, he makes it out.
Braum and Corki both make it out.
Miss Fortune barely made it out of there. Kale's coming down to help Shyvana. And
Issues and bouncy levels both very low.
will he be able to get it? No, he doesn't. Miss Fortune's able to get out. Oh, I think that was a wasted ult by Kale, unfortunately.
Lulu's all alone in the mid lane.
Yeah, it's unfortunately for blue team there. If they were able to get a kill out of that, that probably would have been better for Kale. But because he left lane, Lulu's going to continue to get more of that CS and is going to get a pretty dominating lead. Corki now 11 above Miss Fortune. That's not good news for Bouncy, but actually more than 11 now. Corki's at 51 to 37. But it's early game, so it's not good. Oh, look, top lane, Jarvan goes down. See, I was not expecting that. I know Aurelia does pick up pretty quickly, but
When she just came back top, she was definitely trading more evenly with Jarvan.
But just 2 minutes earlier, Jarvan was dominating top, so
Yeah.
it's a bit unexpected, but it is how Aurelia plays. She's very hard to work very early game. Evelynn grabbing red buff. And Jarvan top again with Aurelia, but he does not know that Shyvana is
Shyvana's
there
in the
as
jungle.
well. And he's just got stunned. Is he gonna be able to?
Ooh,
Oh,
Shyvana misses.
a missed jump from Shyvana. That's not good for blue team, but she's still
Jarvan's
in
feeling
dragon
a lot
form,
less
still
scared
doing a lot of
now.
damage.
Issues comes
Jarvan
in.
leaps in and
Take out
they're able to
Aurelia,
take
and they're
out
gonna get
Aurelia,
Shyvana
and-
here too.
Good move from Issues and Unstable. Excellent teamwork. I think they were expecting Jarvan to be at a disadvantage there, so he was the bait, even though he had good health. And Evelyn just came in, and the two of them together both destroyed the one and were trapped the other. Excellent job. Lulu continuing to dominate mid, and Evelyn's even there too in case Kale jumps out, but looks like she's just gonna pass on
Passing
by.
through.
That's one of the great things about having a champion like Evelyn as the jungle. See, under normal circumstances, if a jungler's just passing through, it gives sight to the other team, and so they're able to see, oh, was the jungler heading down bottom? But with Evelyn going invisible, they don't have the general awareness. Ooh, Evelyn goes down bottom and sneaks up on Braum. That was
Jarvan's got
it
Aurelia
was an
low
interesting move. Aurelia
Sable's
dealing
not gonna make anything happen in the top lane though. I think Shyvana just walked into a fight she did not want to be a part of.
Hopefully Kale can take this opportunity with
it's a
Lulu
4-on-3
being gone
right
to catch
now.
up on CS. But I think it's a good idea that Lulu backed off. There was already enough people down there, and Kale was pushing.
Meanwhile, in the
tower.
top lane, Jarvan takes a kill.
Oh wow!
Oh, and Shyvana's on to Bouncy Bubbles. They did take Nami down. And they are going to
Evelyn
get
goes
issues
down.
too.
It looks like Shyvana and Braum are heading up. It's unclear though. Shyvana's going jungle. Braum
They're
places
gonna hit
down a ward, and they're going to dragon.
Well, when you scare everyone out of the bottom lane, that's normally a good time to do it.
Yeah, and
Blue team slain the
it's
dragon.
really important being the well, it can be
Blue
important
team's
being the
turret has
first
been destroyed.
team to dragon, because it gives you awareness of when dragon respawns, as long as the team pays attention to that, if they're timing it and things like that.
You know, really, if a team is, if they're timing the Dragon Roll, which they should be, has anyone ever taken the time to figure out, like, exactly when the timer starts counting when Dragon's killed versus when the client announces to the other team that Dragon's been killed? Because if you could figure out that offset, you could have the exact timer.
I know I haven't. I have no idea if other people have or not.
I'm assuming the timer starts immediately when Dragon's killed, and then it's after the message
Yeah.
comes up. So if you can figure out how long that takes, but I don't know if anyone's done that or not.
Wait, because the other team won't know that dragon was killed. They have to go check. They're
That's right.
still-
It does. That's right. It doesn't announce it to you in game.
We're announcers. We get to.
I keep
we
forgetting
get
that
to see
we're
all
like
that
in the
stuff.
spectator mood and get all this special stuff. Why can't they just see where the other team is? God, the map's all open. Jarvan's down in the bottom lane.
Shyvana's
Braum
heading
locked
bottom
up.
two. Gonna circle around.
Are gonna get Braum. Stables Gonna go down though.
Oh,
Shyvana's
I
on the
thought
bouncy
Corki was
bubbles.
gonna bounce is gonna go
He's
down.
gonna go down.
And is Nami gonna be
Nami's
able to
not
make it
gonna
out?
make it out of here.
No. Evelyn just
And
walks away.
Issues is
She-
gonna
Yeah,
run
there
away
was
from that one.
nothing that Issues could do there. So looks like bottom tower is probably gonna take
Say,
some
this
hits here.
should mean they might even be able to take out the turret. Everyone is hanging out there. We'll go down though.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Second turret to go down this game, I think. First one was top tower, blue side.
Ooh, they jumped
and
on Issues in the
Evelyn
jungle.
goes
He's
down.
gonna go down too.
That is not good as Evelyn lost the red buff.
No, Resnet's on a roll right now.
Oh, Lulu's gonna have to get out of there. Luckily, she's got speed.
Jarvan's hanging out trying to defend mid.
Lulu's coming around, but she had to go the long way because the others were there. Nami coming up mid also. Corki going bottom. I think he was hoping to find Misfortune there.
Yeah, she backs off soon enough though.
Shyvana grabs blue buff to go with her red buff. And Evelyn picks up red buff on their side. Corki's hanging around Dragon. I don't know if they think Dragon's coming back up soon.
The timer's not up on our screen, so I'm not sure how much
Right.
time's actually left.
Oh, Jarvan
I'm not
jumps
keeping
in
track.
3v1 and then Nami ult to disrupt them. Jarvan ult there, catches a few. But it looks like
Nami's gonna go down.
Nami goes down and Misfortune ult interrupted.
Fun.
And Jarvan
There
goes
goes
down
Jarvan.
this time. And it looks like Evelyn's going to escape. Wow. That was a good escape from Evelyn. Lulu is in
Getting a
trouble.
little
though.
aggressive there.
And Misfortune is able to save Lulu.
They are both gonna make it out. That could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
they're still gonna get a
they
tower
did
out of it
lose
here,
the
though.
fight. Purple
team's
team
turret
did,
has been
but
destroyed.
they nearly lost. Nearly got aced actually.
Well, right, because, you know, Evelyn just barely got away in the jungle, and then when Lulu turned around and reinitiated,
Blue team's turret has
you
been
know,
destroyed.
probably was not such a good idea with a little bit of health left.
Go. Where did the? Oh, Winion's bottom. Blue team just lost a turret from minions.
Nice.
So we're not quite even, but purple team has taken out 2 turrets to blue's 3.
God, look at the ward coverage, though, that they've got now. That Resnet's got. Wards all over the place.
Yeah, they certainly are able to see everything that's going on, and they're on top of. I'm sorry. Purple team is trying to get rid of some of the wards that they have because they know Resnet has the site, and it looks like Dragon's up 2. I wonder if anybody's going to go for it. They do pull Dragon out just
They
a
are
little
trying
bit.
to get
which is
Dragon,
good.
but
Oh. This is
Resnet's looking to turn this
not-
into a fight.
Yeah.
They're gonna scare.
And now they're there. with
Dragon
Ninja
still hasn't
Dragon.
reset, and they're gonna
Looks like they're gonna go in and
grab the dragon.
that was a good misfortunal, but it doesn't kill anyone, unfortunately. But Braum is so low on health.
Blue team double kill.
But that's almost an ace again.
Shut down.
Right, only Lulu's the only survivor. Ooh, that's rough
It is really
for
rough.
purple team.
That's 2 big fights lost in a row. And it's gonna turn into another tower. And the dragon. So the gold bees are exciting now too.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Looks like Jarvan might try to push mid. Braum shows up. He doesn't have a lot of health though, so he might have to just let Jarvan take it.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Well, the turrets are still even. But, 0 tolerance. I had to think about that. I almost said 0 punctuation again. They've only got outer turrets.
Right.
You know, whereas Resnet's got the whole bottom lane cleared out, you know, back to the base.
Right. Evelyn grabbing red buff again.
Some of those blue wards are getting cleared out.
Strong push from purple minions bottom again. Looks like Aurelia is going to clear them out.
Wasn't the whole thing that the purple minions were stronger in the bottom lane and the blue ones are in the top lane, or did that ever get changed?
No, I believe that's right. Looks like a lot of people are backing now. I wonder if they've hit some money caps that they want to capitalize. I see a lot of purchases, so yeah. Say Trinity Force, Sunfire Keep, Aegis of Legion. So some big items are getting built there.
It looks here like, you know, Resnet's gonna want to try to pull a fight out of him. Out of 0 tolerance, and 0 tolerance, I don't know if they really want to do that right now. Nope, Jarvan got caught out a little bit in the jungle. Gonna get away relatively unscathed, though.
Right. Here's the bad thing about Evelyn. During fights like these, where everyone's in sight, she just has to kind of sit on the sidelines. And that's not the most fun thing to do. So, it's a trade-off for being a sneaky type of champion.
Meanwhile, Jarvan's way over on the other side of the map.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's really noticed either. Aurelia might go
Aurelia's
over and
over
do
there.
something about it. But Jarvan, he's chunking it down.
Aurelia is going to catch him between her and the turret, though.
Right.
Out of range, and he's going to get away. That's what they need, though. If everyone's focused on mid, send someone to go poke somewhere else.
Right.
Oh, this one ran into Braum in the jungle.
Braum is, oh, I thought he was by himself, but everyone's grabbing Dragon right now.
Dragon.
And, Aurelia's, oh, I thought she was going to take down, Nami there, but... Ooh, and Miss Fortune's ult was good, but it was interrupted. And then Evelyn goes down. Miss Fortune's barely able to get out of there. Lulu's in trouble too. Is she going to go down? Jarvan traps
Kayle
Kayle,
locked
but
up.
Kayle flashes out. That was a good trap too under tower. But it's 4v5 and health is low for most of the purple team.
They're going to turn this into another tower.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
Now, I would think once everyone's healthy, we might start thinking about a Baron sometime soon.
Oh, I'm sure.
Let's get rebuffed.
Looks
I mean,
like
the
Miss
gold
Fortune's
difference is
trying to
spread out
farm
to
up.
almost 10k now.
Wow.
Which, I mean, you're up by 9 kills.
Yeah, it's expected, but
3
it's-
dragons?
I feel like it's been 4. I could be wrong. There's, I think, a counter somewhere. Aurelia and Shyvana clearing out top lane. They might be going for that tower now.
You know, Aurelia's gonna get some vision down and then they're gonna go hit that tower. That's gonna fall pretty
Team's
quickly.
turret has been destroyed.
And they've pinged right
Oh,
onto the next
and-
one.
Yeah, there's
Kayle's
4 of
going
them
to
up there
follow.
now.
Zero tolerance is out here too, though.
Ooh, and
they've got
Lulu
Lulu
gets
knocked
caught up. Is she going to be able to get out of there now? She's been slowed. And Shyvana uses her ult, jumps onto him. But Lulu is able to get out of there with the help of her team and Nami.
They're not done yet. Jarvan does go down.
Dominating.
And blue team looks like they might even go for tower. A lot of them are low health though, but
all
they do
very low
have
health.
the kill hold.
Evelyn's gonna come in. Brahm's gonna go down.
Braum goes down. And Aurelia teleports bottom to clear some minions and get some farm.
One for one's not so bad, but it's not really great when you're behind. All kinds of pings on the dragon. That's not the dragon. That's the Baron.
The on Baron,
I was
yeah.
close.
And looks like they might, if they can do this quick enough, they're going to be uncontested.
They are going to be able to finish this, I think.
Shyvana
not
does
gonna
go
be
over
in
there.
time. Nami's in. Up, Shyvana is here. Baron is just about dead, though.
Yep, Baron goes down, and Shyvana and Braum are there.
Got the
And
steal
same
on
with
it.
Corki. Corki's able to take somebody out. And Nami almost goes down. Evelyn goes down. So that's not. Oh,
And then we have the surrender come out. Shyvana just stole the Baron, so that was that might have been their final push there to try and get something.
right.
All right, we are going to take
So-
a quick break and then get the next match started. Oh, welcome to match 2.
Yes, welcome back.
We've got both
To-
teams in, so we should be getting ready to go soon.
Yeah, and for this match, we have Sex Panther versus Zero Tolerance. Again, looks like this is going to be a really good match. I don't know. Those of you that watched the last one, I think it did wind up being a bit one-sided, but it was still very entertaining. A lot of good kills going on. I know, especially early game, I thought that Zero Tolerance had the upper hand, especially with Evelyn going up top and getting Aurelia. But she started to build, and the other lanes started winning too, so it wound up not doing so well for them. But it was still a really good game.
No, and in the end, this
If you looked at
in the end,
just
the steal at the Baron, I think, kind of was the nail in the
yeah,
coffin.
so yeah, I mean, if you looked at the numbers, you wouldn't have thought it necessarily would have been a good game. I think the money was like 12,000 difference. It was pretty large, but it was still a very entertaining match to watch, and a lot of interesting team fights. Even if they did usually go to the side of Resnet OP.
Hoggles has taken the night off. If you say his name 3 times, it summons him.
Remember, when you're hashtagging Hoggles, make sure you're thinking of whether that's entertaining to me or not. So just a reminder to those out there watching and listening.
Are you saying hashtag Hoggles does not entertain you?
No, I'm just reminding people
Are
that
you demanding hashtag Holland?
it's been used a couple times. Not as much. I fully support hashtag Hoggles. On Tuesday nights, I am one of the hashtag Hoggles people.
Hashtag Hoggler?
Hashtag Hoggler.
Does that work?
If it doesn't, it does now.
Good to know.
All right, we seem to be good. Let's get this started. All right, I wonder what bands are going to be picked this time. We talked about the champions last time, and it's pretty similar now. Slightly changed up because of last match for Zero Tolerance, but
Well, Evelyn's
Let's
getting
talk about-
banned, so they won't be playing that again.
yeah, that's probably a good call on Sex Panther. They saw the strong start that Evelyn gave, I think, for Zero Tolerance, and although it didn't wind up getting them the game, it did give them a early start. So some of the top
Jax again,
champions.
Quinn. This is interesting. Zero Tolerance was banning out Jarvan this time. They played Jarvan in the last match.
Well, I think Mr. Unstable has a pretty large pool, so they might just be more worried about the other team using Jarvan and his ult.
Yes.
But
Unstable does have a pretty large pool to pull from.
The most played champions, though, for Sex Panther are Renekton at 3 games, Maokai 3 games, and Teemo at 2 games. I see Braum was picked as a ban. Not surprised. He gets really tanky pretty quick. That shield that goes up stops a lot of damage. So not a surprising ban. Notice too that 3 champions selected were ones played last game. Actually, 4.
Jinx is going to come out this time too.
See, this was probably a good pick for Sex Panther. They picked one of Zero Tolerance's highly used champions. So, and on top of that, 4 of the champions used last game were banned out. Only 2 of which were used for Zero Tolerance. So we've got Karma and Lulu. Lulu, not surprising. Karma, I really wish I paid more attention to Karma. I know she's a pretty solid champion, and I know she's an old champion, so I should know a lot about her, but I know she's also changed a lot over the years. I know she used to be more of a support. I think at one point she became a pretty decent top laner. So, yeah, interesting going on. So, we have Unstable picking Renekton. Let's see if he locks in that, but that could be a pretty interesting pick if he goes with it.
Well, taking it away from Sex Panther, it's one of their most played.
Right. Not to mention, Renekton is one of the best, if not the best, top laner. He's been nerfed, I think, a little bit, but he's still one of the most powerful top laners. And Unstable is, although he hasn't been using him much lately, he's a solid player with Renekton.
We're gonna see Leona again tonight too. I hate the redone art for Sivir. Oh, Twisted Fate.
That's a champion that I think he's being used a decent amount in the LCS. I know
more so recently, yeah.
Yeah,
Vi coming in, that'll probably go over to issues. Yep.
For a long time, Twisted Fate was not the greatest champion to pick. He's always had solid map vision and has been pretty decent, but not until I think last season did he finally get changed up a bit and improved drastically.
Right. I'm looking forward to seeing Issues play Vi again. I feel like I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, and he's a solid Vi player. I bet.
Wait, wasn't there a thing with Vi and Jinx playing in a game together? Was it Vi and Jinx?
There is a thing. It's
like a kill counter
enemies.
Or something. I forget what it was.
Yeah, I believe Jinx. Yeah, she gets a counter every time she kills Vi, or Caitlyn also. I don't remember if the counter happens for Vi or Caitlyn on Jinx. I think it just resets it.
I love that they do stuff like that.
Yeah, it makes absolutely no difference. There's no buff to it. It just shows up with the buffs
No,
as the
or there's
counter.
like what was one of the other ones?
The ninjas, if they're
It's
on the
like
same
+1
team,
damage, like just like one, right?
no, it's actually with the ninjas. It's -1
Oh,
health for each ninja on the team. So, I mean, I guess if you have, there's three. Um, uh, you can have four. I mean, you can have a full ninja team, I think, but there's only three actual ninjas. So you can have up to 3 health missing from each player if you do that.
we've seen games where that could matter. I mean, we've
I
seen
don't know.
times.
We've
I don't know
seen
if we've
4 HP. I think is the lowest. So I don't think.
I know. Just I'm thinking
technically-
in previous season, I think we've seen some pretty low ones too.
I'm pretty sure 4 is the lowest. So right now,
Does it?
Riot still has it. So it does not actually make a difference, according to our games anyway. Riot's little goofy buffs that they do, or debuffs. Let's see. We've got Rumble. Probably gonna go top.
Rumble's another one that I feel like I haven't seen played in a while.
Yeah. We've got Jinx. Obviously, is gonna go bottom. Twisted Fate, mid, I think, and Leona supporting Jinx. Obviously, Hecarim's jungle because he's got Smite. Sivir's the AD carry. Vi jungle, Renekton top, Lulu mid, and Karma bottom support, I think. Technically, Karma could switch with Lulu because Lulu's still a good support, but just because she has been used so much mid lately, I can't see them putting Karma mid and putting Jinx bottom. I mean, not Jinx, Lulu bottom.
I think Leona should go mid. If I could talk, I think Leona should go mid, just for funsies.
Time for one of my favorite parts. Let's see what skins everyone's using. One day they're going to depress me and I'll pick classic skins. Snowstorm Sivir, that's a pretty nice skin. That's one I haven't seen very often. Sun
Apparently,
Goddess Karma.
Apparently I changed scenes a little too quickly for OBS. I've never noticed it do that before where it shows the initial little launcher with the play button when you log in. Between when we switch from that to the actual in-game loading screen.
Right. Sun Goddess Karma. Not a huge fan, but okay. Officer Vi, my favorite Vi skin. Pool Party Renekton, one of my favorite Renekton skins.
That's definitely my favorite Renekton skin.
Winter Wonder Lulu, that's good. Underworld Twisted Fate, that's a solid Twisted Fate skin. Not my favorite, but still really good. Classic Leona. Arcade Hecarim is... there's only one... There's several words, actually, to describe that. Most important being colorful.
And amazing. Have we seen Hecarim before this season?
I want to say yes,
I'm not recalling a match where.
but
where
I
we
don't
actually
think
saw
it was
Hecarim.
Arcade Hecarim. If it was, I don't think I've seen these
Would have
colors
remembered
yet
that.
this season.
Would have remembered something that colorful.
Right.
Well, based on skins, I think Zero Tolerance wins.
Yeah,
If we go off that logic.
that's true.
But Arcade Hecarim.
But I will say that
He's gotta
Zoidberg
count for a couple.
has picked the best Jinx skin.
You mean not a Jinx skin?
Correct. I mean, I really don't like the Jinx skin. it's okay, I guess, but it's just the classic one is just exponentially better.
Rocket seems to mildly be on a toaster.
I haven't even noticed that he wasn't even counting up.
Well, I went from 43 to 44. Yeah, I noticed again when we were on Champ Select, the redone artwork, the way they did the thumbnail for Sivir, and it just, like, she's got buck teeth in it. And it's just, like, the teeth are just so white, and they just stand out so much from the rest of it, especially in the little thumbnail in Champion Select.
Ooh, fuck, it's at 88%.
I've also just been informed that right now, currently, 4 teams have 6 wins. So, I think
Some teams I thought had. Well, actually, this is one of the last ones played before the playoffs. So,
tonight's the last night before the playoffs.
right. So there's some matches though. I think Resident OP and Sex Panthers after this match have one more match with each other.
Welcome
Yes,
to
but right
Summoner's
now,
Rift.
Sex Panthers 6-2, Zero Tolerance is 6-3. I think this is updated already. 12th is 6-4, and Resident OP is 6-3 as well. Now 12th has completely done their matches, so they're not going to change. And yeah, the next match will be Zero Tolerance is set at 6-3. So the question is, will Resnet go to 6-4? Or yeah,
30
6-4,
seconds
or
until
will
minions spawn.
oh no, Zero's in this match. Apparently, I've completely confused myself now. I'm getting ahead of things. I think I only have one match left because this one's going on. Doesn't mean it's finished yet. But so Zero
Right.
Tolerance could go 6-4 or 7-3 here. 7-3 would put them up at the top, and that would put them above 12th.
Minions have spawned.
You won't live to see the world destroyed.
Hecarim is. I can't tell if he's taunting or dancing.
Does it matter?
It's incredibly entertaining.
He's majestic.
So he's going after red. Renekton is trying to sneak up on Rumble there. Vi's has already grabbed blue. This will be an interesting AD carry match because Jinx is I want to say full offensive, and Sivir is still very offensive but a little more defensive as she has a shield. Oh, I forgot that they redid the Flames in Rumble. I really like them.
I like that Riot does actually take time to go back and do visual updates of the older champions.
Oh, Rumble is low health. He's using a health bot now. And Hecarim jumped in after Renekton. Renekton, I think, is going to go down. Yes, that's first blood. Well, I think Vi's hoping to come in, pick up Rumble kill, but is not able to.
It was a much quicker first blood this time, but unfortunately, sort of starting out as like a repeat of the last game. Ooh, Renekton might get Rumble here. Nope, gonna get away. This sort of starting out as a repeat for Zero so far this game.
I don't know if I'd say that because Zero Tolerance had a strong for early game top lane. Oh, this is a pretty smart move in some regards for Renekton. He's gonna farm up and the enemy minions that are there outside of the tower's range. He took a lot of damage doing that though.
But Rumble's back and now as a whole group of minions to deal with right at his tower, so.
Clear as day.
Fortunately, Vi was not able to get that gank going. Twisted
Hecarim's back up
Fate.
in the top lane again.
It's unfortunate for Unstable too, because it seems like every time it's just unfortunate timing for
Rumble is on the
Unstable's jungle.
chase.
Oh man, is he going to?
Ooh, 2 turret hits.
That was
Unstable's
close.
too low to go after him though.
I don't know if I'd say that. They're both really low.
Rumble's regaining health a bit
Rumble's-
faster though.
Yeah, he is. He's using health bots.
Which Unstable doesn't have any of right now. This might
Right.
be it for him, yep.
Oh, he's
he
able
gets
to take out
Rumble!
Rumble. Wow. I did not see that coming.
Well, I'm gonna say that's why he's a better player than I am.
Yeah, that's true.
But really, if you're close to going down, if you know you can't make it out, you might as well try to take someone with you. So that was the best play you
That's
could have
true,
made
too.
there at that point. Then it worked out, so. There's some mean snowflakes.
I almost forgot about that. The Sivir shield was able to protect. Sivir was able to support her support.
Now Renekton's trying to turn things around on Rumble up top. Renekton has hit 6. Ooh, he's getting some good damage down on the Rumble. It's not gonna be enough though.
Also, Jinx is bottom trying to defend the
Jinx
tower
is by
from
herself, right?
yeah, from Sivir and Karma.
And the wings. And Vi's off in the wings there. Hecarim's hanging out. It's the mid lane now, right? Ooh, Rumble's getting close. Stable's on
Oh,
the
Hecarim's
chase.
coming around though. He just baited him, I think. Oh, I thought Renekton was gonna. Renekton is able to
He
get.
is gonna get Rumble,
Twisted
even if he
Fate
goes down
now
himself.
Holds. That was a smart play, though. He was still able to take out Rumble.
And he pulled Twisted Fate away from the mid lane, giving Lulu a chance to come up to the turret and get a couple hits on it.
Right.
I mean, a 1-for-1 trade and pulling pressure off the mid lane, I would call that a win for Zero Tolerance.
Yep. I mean,
you got the
Twisted
attention of
Fate's-
3 players and wound up with just
Yeah.
a 1-for-1 trade. So
Right. And Twisted Fate is a little bit behind on CS, so pulling him away is just the opposite of what they want to do right now. Oh, Twisted
now
Fate
Vi
is...
is in on Twisted Fate. Hecarim's right around the corner, though.
Oh, we got Vi running into Hecarim. I think
running into him
Hecarim
as
goes
well.
down.
And Hecarim was still low from that fight with Renekton.
Right, and now Vi's gonna help take out, to do some damage to this tower, but they don't have the minions for it.
I got to back off, but they're getting damage onto it.
Right, and they're able to clear those minions really
And it's
quick.
going to be a while
Lu-
before Twisted Fate's back, because he just ran back to the base and then teleported back.
Right. Renekton doing some damage to Rumble up top again. Rumble's really having a hard time taking him on.
Yeah, Rumble started off strong, but Renekton's picking it up. We've got Vi and Lulu coming down bottom.
And Vi comes in and Jinx is able to get off of there. Looks like Vi's gonna
Jinx
go
is
down
still
though.
alive.
Lulu. I'm sorry, I was wrong. Karma was the
Karma's
one
gonna
that
go
went
down.
down.
Oh, now
Lulu-
Hecarim's chasing onto Lulu.
And Lulu's
Lulu
caught,
is
I
going to
think.
go down here. Somehow, I don't think that's how they envisioned that going.
No. Loss of Lulu and Karma. Karma's not a big loss, though, I think, but they certainly didn't want to lose those 2 kills.
And they're going to move their way into the dragon.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, Vi's stuck.
Locked up Vi.
And now I think they're going to be able to get Dragon.
Now they're
without
definitely
much
going to go for the
hassle.
dragon. Yeah, I think if Lulu was a little faster coming into that fight down at the bottom, they might have been able to get Jinx.
Right.
And that would have gone
Yellow
very
stun
differently.
card, and it looks like Lulu's in
Lulu's
trouble
locked
here.
up
Will she be able to
again.
make it out? No, she goes down.
She does get a flash out of Hecarim, though, to get away from the turret. I mean, that's not, a win, but at least it's not a total loss.
I guess consolation prize.
Glass half full.
Oh, Renekton needs to be careful because
Here. In a second.
Hecarim's there, and it looks like Renekton is going to go down. He's going to try to take down.
try to take Rumble with him again, and he's
does
gonna do it.
Wow. Takes down. He's able to take
think-
down Rumble again. Rumble has to be mad about this.
I think Unstable's just thinking, he can do this all day. I mean, yeah, Hecarim's gonna come in and kill him, but he's gonna take Rumble out at least while he's at it.
Right. I mean, it's a slight. I think it's a slightly better trade for blue team though, because it's a 1-on-1, but Rumble hasn't been getting any kills. It's always been Hecarim that are getting the kills.
Oh!
That was a good
Jinx nails
move.
Karma.
There. Oh, Lulu's gonna take down Hecarim now.
I love the arcade
But
skins.
I feel like if somebody comes up and helps Rumble, they might just start telling Rumble to go away. because then they'll be able to take down Renekton without losing someone.
Renekton is back up in the top lane.
Also, that kill Lulu got on Renekton gave her blue and red buff.
And she is right away poking into Twisted Fate.
Taking advantage
here
of the
comes
slow
Rumble.
that red buff gives. Ooh. I don't know if she's going to be able to get out of this yellow card.
Blue's gonna go down.
Now
Now Twisted Fate's
has
got the
red.
buffs. Meanwhile, Leona goes down in the bottom lane. It's a 4-person push now onto that turret.
They're going to
That
probably
will go
trade
down.
towers now.
Alright, but they're gonna get the mid turret.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Actually, they weren't doing a lot of damage, and I think they still will get it, but if somebody potentially could have ran up there and got it.
Everyone on Zero Tolerance is porting back. So it is a 1-for-1 turret trade. Stealing the blue buffs or stealing the double buffs and then losing them to Twisted Fate was not good though.
No.
Karma getting wards out.
Hecarim grabbing blue buff.
Jake's trying to push into the bottom turret. They are there to defend though. Twisted Fate's making his way down, but so is Lulu. She's gonna turn him around.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And Unstable managed to grab that turret from... Oh, but here's Hecarim and Rumble again coming in on him.
Oh, excellent escape with Rumble, just
The Rumble ulti was way off.
terrible placement.
He must have been placing that right as Renekton was, you know, zipping away from him.
Right.
Ooh, Jinx and Leona chasing down Karma down bottom. Karma locked up. She is going to get obliterated by Jinx.
Blue team's turret has
Yeah.
been destroyed.
Oh, Rumble is, I mean, not Rumble,
Hecarim
I'm sorry.
goes down.
Yeah, Hecarim. Oh, and it looks like Renekton is going after Jinx and Leona, but,
Renekton wants to murder everyone.
ooh.
Now Vi's jumping in on Leona. Twisted Fate's back.
Yep, and,
Vi's locked
Oops.
up. Leona's almost down.
yeah, I thought Leona was not going to make it there.
Are going to get everyone to back off. But that's bringing the kills closer back to even. And they are 2 turrets up to Tolerance.
Right. Jinx, though, is pushing bottom. Karma's heading down to stop her. I don't know, though. Jinx is certainly going to have the advantage with the push there.
Well, Jinx tossed her rocket onto Karma and just completely obliterated her. Jinx is actually gonna head back. Leona's coming back into the bottom lane.
Never falter.
Vi getting blue buff. Oh,
Leona onto Karma, not gonna get much of anything though. Hecarim's waiting in the way.
no. Oh, they missed their opportunity to destroy that. Looks like blue team's gonna go for dragon.
Zero tolerance is right there.
Yeah, and they have
Are
the
they
ward
going to
on
move in to
dragon
try
too.
and steal it?
I think they're just trying to group up, and we're gonna have a fight here. Ooh, Leona is low. She
Sivir
goes
is
down.
gone though.
And is Hecarim
Leona's
gonna go
down.
Double kill.
And Vi's down.
Rumble gets 2 kills there. Renekton is searching out his 2 victims though. Rumble, 2 favorite victims, Rumble and Hecarim.
Rumble's gonna.
Oh,
Rumble's gonna kill himself on the turret, but Vi does get the kill.
yeah. I'm sorry that I'm gonna say that shouldn't have happened. It should have been a suicide, but I guess not enough time had passed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he got away, and that was clearly to try and not give up the kill.
Purple team has slain the dragon.
So they are going to turn the dragon around, and they are going to take that for themselves.
And Renekton teleports top to try to get rid of some of that farm.
Ooh, here comes a Jinx missile. Bam!
Takes out Karma. That was an excellent ult.
I love the chat.
I guess Karma was not expecting, well, did not know that she was being on a blue ward.
That's one thing about having the spectator view and being able to see the whole mini map. Just watching the missile just make its way all the way across, you just know it's gonna hit. Kills are just about even now. Still 2 towers up for Zero Tolerance. So we're still looking at a very even game right now.
I'm gonna look at the CS real quick. We've got Jinx having a like 40 CS lead over
They are gonna answer
Sivir.
back with. Oh, no, they're not. They almost answered back with a turret. They just need to look at that bottom turret funny, and it will go down though.
Leona having more CS than Karma, not a big deal there though. Hecarim having more CS, less CS than Vi. That's. Ooh, we've got some fighting going on up top with Renekton and Rumble, but that doesn't really go anywhere.
Vi is here. Vi's on the Jinx.
On Jinx, and
Jinx is
Jinx goes
down.
down. Leona is running for her life, but I don't think she's going to be able to get out of this. And
Here comes
she
Lulu.
goes down
Lulu's
too.
done. Both kills on Devi.
Hecarim placing a ward, but he's going to want to stay away from that. Renekton jumping on a Rumble again. Rumble showing no fear. Renekton showing no fear against Rumble.
I think Rumble's starting to trade a little more evenly with him right now. Oh, just stumbled upon Hecarim.
Renekton
Has
just, I
decided
don't
to
think
chase him, but here
Renekton
comes
is afraid
Rumble.
of anyone right now. I think he can go down, I think, in a 1v1, but maybe. But he's definitely the strongest champion out there right now.
Oh, Leona almost found him.
Even if she did, I don't
Get the
know
bear,
what she
do
would have
it.
done.
Yeah, I don't think much would have come of that, except maybe Leona dying, but... Hecarim does have double buffs on him. Vi's only got the red right now. Are we gonna see a tussle?
We are, and Leona's going to go down. Oh, but Bouncy goes
So is
down.
Sivir.
Ooh, is Rumble?
Rumble's gonna
goes
go down. Vi and Renekton are still up.
Vi and Renekton. I think Vi's going
Trying
to
to
get
get
out,
away.
but Renekton is
Renekton
going to
is
go
gonna
down.
go down. But Vi's got away, and so has Karma.
3-for-2 trade. It probably bringing down Renekton was. You know what? Though actually, I was thinking Renekton's gotten so many kills that was really bad, but Renekton got a lot of kills, but was killed immediately after by Hecarim, so he doesn't have a long.
He wasn't on a
streak, I think.
spree, right? They did get a turret out of that though.
Right.
And they're gonna push for a second.
Oh, they're not going to get it though. I don't think.
Bye.
Well, they're doing a lot of damage.
Everyone's back. They are gonna get that. And they're gonna get away without a fight.
I really thought some type of sacrifice was going to have to happen there to get that tower.
Clear as day.
Dan and Rumble make him run up the mid lane. Leona kills a ward, Renekton drops another one right behind her. Up, she's gonna go get that one too. Up, pissed off the Baron. I think that is one of the most entertaining things to see. Someone in there trying to kill a ward or whatever, and then you just poke the Baron and piss it off. And get it to attack them. I love that.
It does a lot of damage.
I just love the Baron's like, someone poked me, it must kill the closest thing to me, don't care who it was.
Yeah. Karma made a mistake there with Twisted Fate. She tried to hit him with her move when she should have just hit Baron again.
Yep.
That damage would have done a lot more to him than it did to.
Oh, and Zero
Oh,
Tops
they're
is
going
in
for
on the
Baron
Baron. Hey, if the other team's gonna hit the dragon,
I don't know if they're gonna have time to do this.
they are not doing enough damage to the Baron. They are gonna be here. Here comes a Jinx missile. Oh,
Missed
everyone.
That was just a bad.
Leona's
bad
in the
ult
fight
right
now.
there.
Baron's still pissed off.
Purple team is mixed up there, but they're able to take down Jinx and take down Leona
Are
as
gonna
well.
get Rumble.
Oh no, Rumble. And Karma,
Karma's
she may be able to
she's
make it
gonna
out.
make it out.
Oh, I can't believe that.
Hit everyone going every which way in that fight.
Now's the time to Baron, though.
Seems like a good a time as any.
Yeah.
And Leona's back again. And they're off the Baron again and onto Leona.
That's
Now only
a mistake.
Renekton's off the Baron. They're still hitting it. Hey, if Renekton can hold Leona and Hecarim back,
Well, that's true. I think they're worried about a steal at this point, so being able to hold. Oh,
they got the Baron.
Twisted Fate though is going to be coming in, I think. And he does, and he's able to get 2 kills out of it, I think.
Yeah, everyone on Zero Taunts is really low. But they did manage to pick the one that was the highest, although they're still going to take him out.
And they get 3 kills off of that, and the other 2 have to go back. That did not go the way they had hoped.
I feel like you see that a lot with those. If you start a Baron and then you wind up fighting it out with the other team and then try to go back to Baron, especially only at like 25 minutes-ish, I feel like it always ends up that way. Where the team that winds up getting the Baron still winds up being sort of on the losing end of the trade.
You know, I think some of the problem also is that I feel like Zero Tolerance is a lot more like stun stuff to interrupt the other team, while Sex Panther just deals more damage. So they're the better team to actually take out Baron because they can do it much more quickly. While Zero Tolerance, they just take longer. So if it was
Bye, coming
if
in
it
on
was
Leona.
the roles were reversed, I think that Sex Panther would have been better off.
Yeah. Now remember, so Zero Tolerance got the Baron, but they wound up with the buff only on 2 members because everyone else died in that fight. And in the meantime, because of that, well, in the initial Baron fight, Sex Panther did lose a couple members too, but they also grabbed the dragon and the turret.
I think Sex Panther only... Oh no, you're right, they did lose 2 people. And then Twisted Fate was able to come back, I think.
Right.
Hold it, partner.
So they're still up in kills, and gold, and turrets, even after, after the whole tussle at the Baron. I mean, it's not by much, but, a little.
Yeah, we're talking just a
1,000 gold and
1,000
2
gold.
turrets and 2 kills.
This is a very even match so far.
Yeah, it's nothing significant, but I'm just trying to get at the, doing the Baron and instigating that fight at the Baron. They really didn't come out on top, but they didn't fall farther behind.
Oh, and a fight is going on there. Hecarim jumps in and a rumble ult. Lulu goes down.
And Sivir goes
Sivir
down.
goes down. Karma goes down.
Twisted
It's
Fate
just...
is gonna get taken out.
And Vi's in trouble too. She's got Hecarim right on her heels, but she's able to get out
Vi's
as
made
well.
it out. And so is Renekton.
And she decides to grab blue buff while she's there.
Well, she pissed it off going over the wall anyway, so.
True.
Vi does still have the Baron though.
Oh, Renekton is, he's in a lot of trouble now. And Jinx is gonna take down that tower. Oh, I
They
thought
jumped
Jinx was
right
gonna-
in on
oh,
Jinx.
I thought Leona was gonna go down there.
Maybe they were trying to get Leona and misclicked on the Jinx. But they at least didn't lose anyone else in that trade.
Right. Sivir grabs red buff.
Let's pick up Static Shield too.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite items for AD carry.
I love the Static Shield. Yes, that is your base. I'm not sure why they pinged it though.
Oh, there's a pretty large group of minions down bottom. Somebody's gonna have to take them out on purple team.
Karma is down that way. Looks like Sivir and Renekton are both heading over there, and Vi's gonna stay in the jungle. Dragon is up, and Sex Panther is gonna go grab it.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
Everyone is pushing back down that mid lane where there's an open inhibitor waiting for them.
Karma is going to go down. Hecarim just wasted that jump onto her. And then now it looks like Hecarim's going to go down.
Jake's
Rumble
gonna
is
go
really
down.
hurt too, but will he be able to make it out? No, he doesn't. And this looks like... Oh, wow.
Purple team
Everyone
double
except for
kill.
Twisted Fate on blue team goes down.
Stop.
Oh, he went down as well.
Lulu grabbed Twisted Fate.
So this is going to be an amazing push, I think, for purple team. Mai's just going to tank that turret, and if they can
Turret's going down
do this push.
decently quick.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
But like I said earlier, Sex Panthers really get more damage, so they got to really focus to get these down. And
Trading aggro off this
I don't
turret.
know.
They're gonna be able to get this one, and they might be able to get the inhibitor too.
That'll be
Inhibitors
really
go
good
down
if they
quick.
can get this.
They are gonna grab the inhibitor and then back off.
If I hope they might even if they no they're not going to be able to. I was going to say they might even be able to grab one of those outer turrets at top or bottom if they did it quick enough. But the other team was back
No,
too
everyone's
quickly.
gonna head back to the base. So they need to do some cleanup on that minion wave up top.
Yeah, they if only they had placed down more.
Sex Panther's
wards,
heading
they-
for the Baron. Karma's there.
She's not going to be able to do much though.
The rest of the team's coming in.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Winions grab the blue turret.
Oh,
Connected right in the middle of it. End issues.
they're. I'm not really sure who
And
they're
Renekton and
focusing
Fire
on.
are just fearless right now.
Oh, there's Twisted
Twisted
Fate
Fate
going
goes
down.
down. Renekton finally falls. So does Vi.
It's only 3v4 right now, but blue team's really low.
It was a 2-for-1 trade, but Renekton and Vi are just fearless.
Oh wow,
Lulu,
Leona.
ooh, Lulu's gonna make it out.
Wound up being a 3-for-1 trade.
3-for-1 trade, but you kept them from Baroning.
That's true.
And you got everyone low enough to where they can't really turn it into a push either.
Right, they all have to go back and heal, pretty much.
I mean, they're only 2 kills up. The gold's within 200-300. Turrets
Yeah.
are even. So that's not really a loss. You know, you stopped them from Baroning. You know, and you did enough damage to where they couldn't turn it into anything.
Right.
I can't
Yeah.
believe how fearless Vi and Renekton are. Just 2 of them against the whole team.
Well, they lasted a long time too. I mean,
They did,
They're-
even though they
they're-
fell, they took someone with them and they were just around forever.
yeah, it was a complete disruption.
Here Colin's getting some more words out
Hecarim
around
takes
the Baron.
blue buff.
It's always the Baron pit. Just lures
The
people in.
Baron Dance, I think this is called.
Yep. 37 minutes seems about that time.
Oh, Renekton going after Twisted Fate, and Hecarim comes in and Fate hourglasses, but he's going to take a lot of damage and he's going to go down. Lulu is taking a lot of damage though, and Leona is... I don't know why they're focusing Leona, but they finally focus her.
Hecarim's gonna go
Take
down.
him out.
Jinx was pretty
Lulu's
far out of the
still
fight.
Blue team's inhibitor
Rumble's gonna go down.
He tried to take Lulu out with him, but that didn't work out. No, they don't have the minions,
ward.
but they... okay, they're gonna go after
They're
Baron
gonna go
now.
ahead for the Baron now. Lulu is
It's a-
low, but Renekton's got full health, and so does Sivir. Karma's basically got full health, and so does Vi.
I almost wonder though if they should have grabbed like a top tower first. I guess
Well,
they
they're
really
gonna get this
wouldn't have
Baron before
time.
anyone comes over to bother them.
Slain Baron Nashor.
And they've come out of it barely scathed.
Right.
Everyone is gonna back though and make some purchases.
Oh, looks like blue Winions are going to take down bottom turret though.
Blue Winions, but there's also some purple Winions up in the top lane that Sexmother's got to go clear out. They've done.
Wow, that
Lulu's down with
tower
that bottom
has
turret.
32 health.
Thank you. 32. That might just crumble under its own weight.
Yeah, it's pretty low. Looks like we got a team fight going mid lane. Now, purple team, they've got the Baron buff, so things might go their way this team fight.
Well, they haven't been too far off in the other fights they've had. Renekton's in
No,
the base.
exactly.
Gonna take this inhibitor out again. Right in the face of Sexmanther. Being pushed off of it.
Renekton just jumping in
In the
again,
middle,
totally
yeah.
fearless.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Inhibitor's gonna go down, and they're gonna back off again.
Yeah, they're gonna head for, looks like bottom turret now, I think.
That seems to be the plan. Well, I've got them splitting up a little.
Oh, bottom turret was
Oh.
already taken out.
They're gonna head the dragon. Oh, yes, it was. Winions, I guess? I don't remember seeing anyone do that.
Yeah. Must have been the Winions.
The team has slain the dragon.
One of the.
They've now pulled
I
out a
think this
gold
is the second dragon for purple team. They have. I don't think they've got it very often. Blue team has been dominating dragon.
Yes.
They're making that push bottom. Twisted Fate is the only one there. I think that bottom tower is going to go.
I'm gonna say yes, probably.
Looks like Leona and Bob are backing up, but I think they're going to get that inhibitor now too.
Destroyed.
It's 2 inhibitors down, they're gonna back up again. Making use of that Baron buff.
Yeah, and blue team is really on the defensive now. They got to
Yeah.
protect their base.
Blue's
And they're-
pinging their top jungle and their top turret. I think they're expecting them to head there next. Renekton's gonna teleport back to clear out the minions in the top of their base, though.
That's a good call. That's an inhibitor tower. You don't want to lose that. Blue team's pushing mid, but they can't go very far because purple is gonna put. Purple team's minions are gonna push bottom.
Jinx does have a Guardian Angel on her now. And it looks like there's home guards out for most everyone.
I think Guardian Angel was a really good item in general, but I think in this fight in particular, it might be insanely good for Jinx because
Jinx
not
is getting
only will she
exploded
get to
pretty
come
quickly.
back, but the fights seem to get really chaotic, and I almost want to say that Purple Team, aside from Jinx, has a hard time figuring out who they're focusing on. So if they have focused Jinx, take her out, but then have to focus somebody else really quick, and then back to Jinx, it could cause some confusion in their team fights.
Yeah, these
And
fights
might
have
help.
been super chaotic. Lulu
and
get
Lulu goes down.
destroyed. Oh, and Twist of Fate's gonna show up right in front of Issues. They are gonna make it out of there, though.
They shut down Lulu though. That's not good.
432
And-
gold.
Blue team has to go back already because the super minions are pushing bottom and mid lanes.
Yeah, they haven't made it to Nexus turrets yet, but there are a lot of them.
Blue team's inhibitor is coming soon.
First inhibitor's coming back, which means the second one will be too far behind. Checking for wards by the Baron. By just missing Leona there.
I think there was a wasted Hecarim ult there.
There was.
Oh,
Rumble's ult is
looks
down.
like Rumble
Rumble's
goes
gonna
down.
eat it though.
Hecarim's taking some damage.
He's running
It's
past
continually
Hecarim.
slowed.
Hecarim's gonna go down.
They're gonna focus Leona now. She might be able to escape, but
I think they're
I
gonna
don't
let
think
her
they really
go.
care.
They're gonna take out this inhibitor again. Both are back. Well, no. Wow,
Renekton does a good job jumping in the way
that
of
missile
that.
hits Renekton and he just, like, rushes it off. Oh, and Winions took out a Nexus turret.
This might be game here.
I'm gonna
They're
say this is probably,
focusing
although
Renekton hard though.
Renekton's
Renekton,
Vi's pretty close to going down.
yeah. He goes down.
Renekton is gonna go down. Lulu goes down. Karma's gonna go down. Quadra kill on
Leona is ignoring the minions, and they're just taking out that second tower, Nexus tower. And I think she.
Quadra kill for
I mean-
Jinx. Vi just barely making it out.
Look at that that last Nexus tower. Now the Nexus tower do regen, but that is so low. It's at 400 health in final. That was a smart move though. They needed to take down that
Vi
middle
is
inhibitor.
gonna go down here. And that's an ace now. Wow, 70-second timer for Vi. Most of the
Oh,
team's
and they're
coming
going to
up
take
soon.
down that tower and
And the
probably-
inhibitor, so that'll be 2 inhibitors down, 4 zero tolerance as well. Sivir's back in 8 seconds, still 50 seconds on Vi.
They just put right there. They just put the game back
Just
evenly.
reset it, it's completely even again.
Yeah.
Well, they've got 1 Nexus turret, so it's not quite even, but
That's true.
pretty
But
close. I mean, look, the gold is still just 1,000 difference.
Hecarim, he's really low. Jinx goes down, but she has her.
Wow, Sivir just got annihilated.
Is Renekton going to go down here? He's really
Think he
low.
will.
He does. So it's Karma alone. This might be game.
Only Karma.
It is 5v1,
Vi's back in 10
unfortunately.
seconds. Not gonna be enough though. You've got 50 seconds on Sivir, almost 60 seconds on Renekton, and 40 still on
Blue
Lulu.
team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh! But wait! Have minions hitting their Nexus now?
Oh wow! They have.
They've
super
all got to
minions there,
retreat to go defend the Nexus.
I can't believe it. I thought that was game.
It would have been if the super minions weren't in the base. But now Zero Tolerance has got to clean up the super minions on their own base. They've still got Nexus turrets though. Sex Panther still working on cleaning out minions. Now Sex Panther will get their inhibitors back first. That might cause some difficulty for Zero Tolerance.
But Zero Tolerance now, all their members are back up, so
Yes,
we'll see.
they had enough time for everyone to come back though. That's some serious luck.
Yeah, I think that this next team fight, I think, is probably going to decide the game winner.
This next team fight, I think, will. The blue inhibitors are going to be back soon.
Blue team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
So both of them will be back soon, and that's going to flip the positions around here. Zero Tolerance, if they can win the team fight, is going to have a little more time to push, because they've still got 2 Nexus turrets, even if they don't have any inhibitors up. So they'd have a little bit more time to push than what Sex Panther did.
Right.
Clearing out minions right now. They might try just to turtle this some until their inhibitors are back. Oh, but Sex
In the
Panther's
meantime,
gonna head for the
blue team might
Baron.
get Baron. And remember, blue team has the damage output compared to purple team, so they're going to be able to take
Almost
this
down.
more quickly, I think. Unless, can Karma steal this? Oh no.
Nope.
Purple team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
They have their first inhibitor coming back. Got the Baron on all their members. Haven't gotten a kill out of it yet, though. They're working on that inhibitor that just respawned.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Meanwhile, Twisted Fate's
Oh,
pushing the
okay,
bot
will
lane.
they be able to do this? Jinx
Jinx
goes
is down.
Hecarim, I think, is about to go down.
Hecarim's gonna go
Twisted
down.
Fate,
Rumble's
where is
down.
he at, though?
Another purple inhibitor's back. There are still minions in their base pushing those turrets, though.
They really, though, just need to defend one lane and push another lane, and they could take this.
This game has been crazy.
Also, one of our longest games, not the longest, but it's
No, one of our
52
longest,
minutes
definitely
right
one of
now.
our highest kill games. We're looking at 52 minutes now, 37 to 34 in kills, almost 90,000. Look, and just 800 difference in gold now. Mechton is working on that inhibitor. Leona's gonna rush in. Gonna take it down, and they're gonna bail out. Run, Renekton.
Oh, Jinx
Oh, Jinx missile gets
takes
Renekton.
out Renekton.
And every
A
time
little
that happens, he
taunting
drops a
there.
little heart in chat.
Sup, girl? That's in the text there.
Death timers are so huge right now. All running in, open inhibitor.
Blue team is wanting to take out the top inhibitor first. It'll put the purple team on
Only
the
Renekton's
defense.
down, so it's a 5v4. They are gonna get that inhibitor down. Onto the Nexus turrets.
Vi takes somebody down, but
Vi's gonna
goes
go
down
down,
as well.
Sivir's gonna go down. This is gonna be the game here.
this might be it. I think it is. It's going down quick. And it goes down 0 tolerance versus their second game for the night. But wow, what
That
game.
was a game, though. Man.
It was
Over 90k
really
gold
even.
on each side.
Even at the end, it was even. It was just a matter of who's going to have the disadvantage in the final team fight, and it happened to be
Not having Renekton in that last team fight, you know, was definitely a big hurt for them. So
in the very end. It was, I think, a 2,000 gold difference, just next to nothing at 53 minutes, almost 54 minutes into the game. 34 kills to 40. It was just so equal.
that was such a close game.
That being said, it was also a very long game. We are 20 minutes behind for game 3, so we are going to, I think, take a quick break, a very quick break, because we need to get started on game 3 very soon.
And welcome back again for the third match tonight.
So for the third match, we have Resnet OP versus Sex Panther. Common theme for tonight, all three of the teams have been really high caliber teams for our tournament. So I expect a really good game. I'm hoping like last game. Last game was intense. It was even through the entire thing. It's one of those games that you just enjoy watching every second of it.
That was a really good game. Alright, we've got both teams in, so we should be ready to go any second now. Any second now.
It looked like somebody said Sex Panther was Burno. I think they meant Bueno. Either that or In Fuego.
I'm pretty sure it did say Burno, though. En Fuego! Another Quinn ban.
You know, I had heard from some matches that Quinn has been insanely strong lately. I haven't looked at some of the patch notes, but I have a feeling that they made some changes to her around the same time that they came out with a new skin, and has drastically made her a very common champion nowadays. Not to mention, I think somebody on one of the teams is quite good with Quinn. On Sex Panther, I think. Could be wrong, though.
Jax and Kale, who we did see earlier, and Fiora. Rengar ban, too, coming out.
I understand Rengar ban. He's really annoying. He, since they made some changes to him, he's been really powerful. He goes invisible. He's I don't want to say he's broken because he's not, but he's certainly a weird champion having a little bit of everything, and he's not even he's even slightly tanky. I'm not going to call him even an off tank, but he can take a little bit of damage as well. So he's just a really all around champion with that goes invisible and leaps onto people. And
Where's Marzel? He's going to be annoyed. Lulu's not going to be in this game.
yes, that is Marcel's champion. So shame on you, Resident OP, for banning Lulu and making Marshall sad.
Yeah, gotta remember, you're all here for our entertainment.
Remember me, too. Remember.
This is the first time we've seen Lucian actually come out tonight. We're gonna see Jinx again, and Braum again. And Jarvan again.
Yep. Was Jarvan played... I know he's played in the first game, but was it...
Not the second. Ooh,
Right.
Nautilus. Little day picket. Or Maokai. Is gonna go with the Maokai. Which they've used Maokai before, I think, correct?
I think so. Let me, yes, Sex Panther... Actually, Maokai is one of their favorite champions used. Tied with
I thought you were
Renekton,
saying
actually.
that earlier. I still can't believe just how fearless Vi and Renekton were, towards the middle of that last game. Just taking on the whole
Renekton,
team.
even the end of that last game, was fearless. Wound up getting him killed towards the end, but and costing the game. But anybody's death would have cost that game. It was that close.
Yeah, they just needed to have a one-person advantage either side. This will be the first time we've seen Morgana tonight, I think, right?
Right, Aatrox too.
No, I haven't seen Aatrox in a while, I don't think.
Yeah, I know. A lot when he first came out, he was pretty broken, and all champions are when they first come out. But it was just the combination of him being able to deal lots of damage, steal lots of health, and then when he dies, he actually his passive makes him come back and be untargetable while he charges up some health. Like it just sounded incredibly broken, and for a while it was. They've managed to work out a lot of the kinks with him, but he can be a really annoying champion sometimes. Interesting, a Shaco pick. Oh, that hasn't locked it in.
Oh,
That's
they're
right.
gonna lock in Riven. Have we seen Riven at all yet?
I want to say I've seen
And
Riven
Fizz.
in one of the fights this tournament, but not much.
I like Riven. It's a fun character.
Fizz is one of
Fizz is
my
fun too.
most hated champions to fight against. Just he can jump up on his trident so much and avoid so many. He's one of the few champions that can avoid a tower hit, and because of that, he frequently jumps through minions to poke a champion and jumps out and then stands on his trident and takes absolutely no damage.
And this will be the first time we see Thresh tonight. Thresh has been pretty popular as of late.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty popular one with Sneaky Boulder. I want to say Black Wings was playing him, but I could be wrong on who did. But throughout the tournament, more than just Sneaky Boulder, a lot of other teams have played Thresh a little bit as well.
So I would say this match, champion-wise, is a bit different than, obviously the first two today, but, in general from the other ones. So this should be interesting.
It looks like Sex Panther's going with a much meatier team, I would say, with Braum and Maokai. And Riven, not so much early game, but she picks up some health, and she does have her shields that come up so she can take some damage. And then you have Fizz too. Like I said, he just avoids some attacks. So other than Jinx, that team can just either take or avoid some damage, and that's going to be really irritating to face.
Just a reminder, this is the final game of the regular season before we move into playoffs starting on Tuesday. Right now, we're looking at Sex Panther 7-2, our number one team coming into this. Zero Tolerance right behind them at 6-4. I lied. No, that's correct. And then 12th is also 6-4, and GGOP right now is 6-3. Which actually would mean that they're second. Technically, I would think, right? One fewer loss, but they still have one game to do, so.
If they win this match against Sex Panther, they'll be tied for first, I think.
Yes, they will have 7 wins then. They'll be
Interesting.
7-3, and so will Sex Panther. If they lose the match, we'll have a 3-way tie for second. So we'll either at the end of this game, we'll either have 2 teams tied for first and 2 teams tied for second, or actually, I guess it'd be 2 teams tied for first and then technically 2 teams tied for third, right?
Right.
Or we'll have, 1 team in the lead and 3 teams tied for second.
And this is what I was talking about them all being the high caliber teams, where they're this close in the standings.
Well, that last match was just a complete shootout.
Yeah. I think we're going to be talking about that match throughout all of this one, probably, unless this one is equally.
If we get bored or whatever, we'll just reminisce.
Remember the good old times of just minutes ago.
I hear Pepperidge Farm remembers. Just saying. We should be getting into this one. Well, I'd say in a couple seconds, but then we have to watch the loading screens. So it's really a very deceiving timer.
Trying to break down. It's a pretty easy breakdown, I think, of who's going where. Braum, Jinx, bottom, Maokai, jungle, Fizz, mid, Riven, top, Lucian, Thresh, bottom, Morgana, mid, Jarvan, top, Aatrox, jungle.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Now, we've seen Maokai jungle before. We haven't seen Aatrox jungle that I know of during this tournament. So, especially since I don't even remember even seeing Aatrox, but he might have been played one other time.
Chat was just pointing out that Sex Panthers actually never played Lulu this season at all.
And for skins.
I'm surprised not to see a Bunny Riven skin. I feel like that's what I always see when someone plays Riven.
Classic Braum, classic Maokai, classic Jinx, Void Fizz, and classic Riven. Hired Gun Lucian, classic Jarvan, Justicar Aatrox. I like that Aatrox. Championship Thresh, and I am waiting on the last person to load. I like Championship Thresh. Void Fizz is interesting, but not my favorite Fizz. Much prefer Fizz when he's wearing the fisherman outfit. And I like Hired Gun Lucian except for that white hair. It's just weird.
Yeah, honestly, I look at I look at the hair on the hired gun Lucian, and all I see is like where they sculpted it in, like to the mesh. I mean, obviously that's a it's a Photoshop painting, but that's what it looks like to me. It just looks like a sculpted mesh without any materials on it. French made Jack still not connected according to this.
Yeah, I want to be DC during the load.
Don't know. We are 10:42 right now, so we're probably looking at pushing midnight on this game.
I hope not, but if it's an entertaining game, it might be worth it.
Well, if it's anything like the last one. We've had very good games tonight. Well, we're in.
I didn't. There we go. That's the pause I was expecting. Since well, what's his name never loaded in, so I think something happened, and yeah. So I expected that pause when I never even got to see which which skin he used. Could be wrong, but it looks like it could be default Morgana. I'll have to look once I can. Once the game unpauses, and I can jump up to the top. One thing we didn't consider, if we use up all this pause, plus it's a decent game, we'll definitely hit midnight.
Yeah, we'll see how long the pause goes for. I don't know if French made Jack's never connected, or
Yeah, I think he never connected. I didn't see anything about him disconnecting either, so since that happened, I think he just never connected. Well, we can always talk about some of the stuff that Riot's selling on their shop right now. Like, they've got soccer team skins on sale. Like a soccer team bundle. It says
for the
real.
World Cup.
Right. Ezreal. Blanking on a lot of them actually now. I just looked at it just before this match too. One of them is wearing a ref outfit.
I did see that when I logged in.
Leona,
actually.
I think. No. Who was it? Oh, now I'm gonna have to look.
I feel like it was Zyra or something that I saw on a ref shirt. I don't remember. I glanced at it really quickly. I feel like it looked like Zyra though. Speaking of the World Cup, though, I'm pretty sure the U.S. isn't going to make it out of group stage. I don't know how Ghana is, but they've also got to play Portugal and Germany.
Has disconnected.
Okay, I think we're down 2 now on the purple side. Oh, chat. That one was kind of funny though.
Alright, so we've got All-Star Akali, Goalkeeper Blitzcrank, Striker Ezreal, Red Card Katarina, and who else? Oh, also they've got new ones too coming out. I think I don't know if they're out yet, but I'm seeing Sweeper Alistar, Goalkeeper Maokai, Striker Lucian, Red Card Twisted Fate, and Superfan Gragas. I don't see prices by them yet, so I don't think they're out just now. But they're you can look forward to them for the future. Also, Mambros, have you had a chance to listen to the Pentakill album?
No, I have
A
not.
summoner has reconnected.
We got one back. I thought we were missing two though.
Yeah, we're still missing Morgana, I think.
Yeah, which is French made Jax.
Right. Yeah, the Pentakill album's pretty interesting. I gotta say, I'm actually, from what I've listened to, I'm a fan. I have to listen to the whole album, but I kind of like it. I'm surprised I'm not... I mean, it's a fake band, essentially, but it's a good band. But I don't know if I could buy... I don't know if I believe that who the singer is. It's Olaf, I think. Yeah, I believe Pentakill Olaf is the skin. Oh no, it's Karthus. That I could believe. That makes more sense, too.
They should have Bantimo.
A summoner has reconnected.
French made Jax is reconnected and we should be coming out of this pause soon.
Thank goodness. It's been like a 7-minute pause.
I'm assuming his computer blew up. Getting readies from both sides. Riven's body is moist. Good to know.
Okay, that's not the... Oh, is that the default Morgana? Yeah, I think it is. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
had to look because that was the only skin we didn't get a chance to actually look at.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I feel like as Morgana kept accidentally walking onto the grass, it's almost like definitely not here.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Lots of laughing into Brahms dancing.
Minions have spawned.
I like Maokai's laugh because it's like his arm is laughing and then Maokai shakes it. I'm surprised I didn't see his sapling go out. Oh, because he didn't start with the sapling. Now up top, I think Jarvan's going to have a good amount of poke early game. So I think we'll see an advantage there. But Riven is definitely a later game champion. Not late game itself, but later. I think Morgana's going to have a
will
hard
have the
time.
advantage to start.
I think Morgana's going to have a hard time with Fizz. It can lock him down, but he's going to be moving through minions so much. It's going to be and on top of that, can jump on top of his staff. It's going to be hard for her to lock him down. Oh, we got a fight with Aatrox and Maokai.
He's taking
and,
a bit of damage.
Riven almost not even noticing that Maokai was there.
He's gonna get away with that one though. Riven's going low, but she's gonna make it out.
Oh, Aatrox is there though. He jumps on her and
There she goes.
he goes down,
And
but he
Aatrox
has his
is gonna go down.
passive. So he's gonna try to make it out, but
Turret is
goes
gonna
down
get
and
him,
Riven
and the
gets
kill
the
goes
kill.
to Riven. Still gave up that first blood though. And that's what we were saying, where Riven's gonna be at a disadvantage starting off against Jarvan. He is a bit squishier.
right.
Guys have to look around down at the bottom.
Oh, and he jumps on Jinx and kills her. They're gonna take out Thresh, but they're gonna taking out the AD carry. I think is much more important.
Yes, it is. Riven's taking a punishment again up in the top lane. You know, looking at Fizz like that, when I saw him like kind of off to the corner of the screen earlier, I thought it was Lulu when he was running through the grass. This is purple. I mean, you know.
Yeah, no, I
I'm
can kind
just
of see
used to
that.
seeing Lulu. Oh, there we go. Riven's getting some damage down on the Jarvan now. Jarvan is gonna use standard to get away though. Starting to return some fire though.
Yeah, she has the combos. Jarvan
Yes.
will have poke on her and she'll have the combos. So now that she's been able to pick up a few of her moves, and hopefully she'll be able to get some items too. I see she's picked up 2 Doran's blades.
Both teams rotating well. Jarvan at the back. Aatrox came right up to sit and guard the turret until Jarvan poured it back. Now Aatrox is on his way out. More shots down on the Thresh in the bottom lane.
I don't know if they are actually trying to kill him and just more slowing
No,
him
they're
down
just
to piss
poking
him
him.
off. Both Braum and Jinx slowing him down with their pokes.
Lucian was too far away, so. It was surprising that that one missed Thresh. That looked pretty on to me.
Yeah.
Kind of ruined both on the Jarvan up here. Not doing much though.
Aatrox letting Morgana grab blue buff. That'll help her out. Well, that's one of Morgana's issues is mana
Jarvan ulti,
consumption.
and she's using it. Is she gonna get Jarvan? No, he's just gonna make it out. Knight was taken away, used a pot. He's gonna have to go back though. Riven's moved past that top turret to take out some minions. Oh, this is not good for Riven. She's gonna get obliterated pretty quickly there between Jarvan and Aatrox.
Yeah.
I tried to combine the two. I almost called them J-Trox. Is that like a Hollywood wedding? Or a Hollywood marriage?
That's an interesting
I
marriage.
think that's how
Jarvan
that
and
works.
Aatrox?
Yeah. Copper slows on to Lucian. Ooh! Lucian's gonna get
there.
destroyed.
And they're going to
Thresh
take
is
out
gonna go down
Thresh
too.
as well.
Double kill.
Is taking turret damage. It's Maokai around the corner, so he didn't have anything to worry about.
Fortunately, I don't think they've got the minions to take the tower, but she's going to be able to get another wave onto it. Aatrox, though, is heading down. And Jinx backs.
I think Aatrox was maybe hoping she'd come up a little further. Riven's getting good damage on the Jarvan, but he's just doing a little bit more. Maokai heading into the mid lane.
I'm surprised Morgana is has more CS than Fizz. Morgana's really good at getting CS, so I'm not surprised about that. But I'm just surprised that Fizz is not getting it as well. I gotta say, Blue Team is doing an excellent job at spotting Morgana missing. They've been on the ball pretty much the whole time. So the fact that Riven is probably going to get caught out here is... oh, she manages to escape.
Does get
But
found.
it's really not Mid's fault, not Fizz's fault at all. It looks like Fizz is gonna, Morgana's gonna walk right into Fizz. Fizz backs off though before realizing that she's coming down, because I think Fizz would have won on a one-on-one there.
Aatrox still. Oh, Aatrox is gonna back. Thought they were gonna try to come back in and get a 2-on-1 against Riven. They are on the Thresh in the bottom lane.
Oh, and then
Not gonna
Riven
get
all
him.
misses. Did Jarvan teleport?
I do believe so, because I did not see him there earlier.
And I guess he feels while he's down there, he might as well grab Dragon. Maokai's there though, Fizz is there. This is... Maokai goes down. And they're able to
They are
pull
on to
Fizz.
Fizz.
But I think he's still going to be able to get out of there.
Aatrox is gonna go down, but he's got his passive. They are gonna get him. Two for one right now. And no dragon.
That was
Not really the
excellent
trade they were
escape
looking for.
from, excellent escape from Fizz.
This is kind of a slow game compared to the last one. I mean, a little bit of poke come down. I mean, there's a decent number of kills already. Everyone's just kind of content to be in their lanes and do their thing. Riven
Right.
getting some damage down on the Jarvan, but he's answering right back. Ooh, Riven pulls up her shield. Jarvan away.
and
She's gonna take Jarvan
goes
down.
You know, it's that combination, and she gets to the combo really very often. But she has a shield that comes up then pretty often. So I can understand why.
She also used Ignite in that fight, though.
Purple team's turret has
Right.
been destroyed.
Then Minions got that turret. After Jarvan being killed, Aatrox is up there to clean it up, though. You know, Thresh just took a Jinx Rocket and really didn't seem to be bothered too much by it. I mean, it did a decent amount of damage, but...
I think he used heal though, plus some potions.
Oh, he might have.
So-
Well, he's using potions right now, but I mean, when it hit, it didn't do as much as I was expecting it to. It's still early, though, I guess. Oh,
he doesn't have
Maokai
a heal,
locked up in the middle. Or Morgana locked up in the middle.
Looks like Morgana's gonna go down.
gonna go down.
That's exactly what Fizz needed, because he was a little bit back, I think.
A little, not much, though.
No, not much at all, but he was having a hard time because Morgana
Fizz has
was
got all 4 of the
taking out
team's
minions.
kills, too. And he's only 7
That's
CS
true.
behind, so I think that's alright. Okay, Fizz has got 4 of the kills, Riven's got 2, and 1 kill is on the Wings. Oh, and I didn't realize that earlier. The one kill that Resident OP got earlier was actually onto Thresh. So 3 of their kills went onto Aatrox and 1 went onto Thresh. Not necessarily what they wanted.
Near Thresh pool there, I saw. Looks like Lucian is going to go down.
He's
Same
gonna go
with
down, so is
Thresh.
Thresh.
Blue team double kill.
Good kills from Jinx. And good support from Braum as well.
All kinds of pings coming out for the dragon now. Knows something's up, and they're heading over there, though.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
Aatrox getting
But he has his passive. And
still
he
gonna
goes
go
down
down
again.
now. They're gonna push for this mid turret.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Ooh, good. They got Riven there.
And Morgana down.
Thresh going to be able to get.
Thresh is gonna make it out.
Double kill.
But wait, no,
he's-
Fizz is
Braum
gonna get him.
takes down Braum. Fizz is able to take down Thresh though. And Lucian is, well, I was going to say by himself, but Aatrox came back.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, it did.
I guess that's what I get
First
for saying the
major
game
team
was
fight.
going kind of slow. So now we were looking at Sexman. They're up 2 turrets, a bit of gold, and 8 kills. So at this point, Resident OP's got to be looking at what they're going to do to make sure they stay in the game.
Right, because they're at the point
they're
in the
not
game
out of it
where
yet, but they're being pushed out of it.
right, and this is the point of the game where it can turn into a snowball, and they can just get pushed further and further out, faster and faster. So they need to be careful, be cautious, and capitalize on get some
Fizz
objectives.
and Maokai. Oh, nice binding from Morgana, gonna stop him. Braum hates wards. Aatrox on the Fizz. That was a
Aatrox
mistake.
goes down. Fizz
Donna
does
locks
a
Fizz
lot
up,
of
but she
damage
does
very
nowhere near
quickly.
enough damage. Oh, here comes Jarvan.
Looks like he's gonna go down then.
Fizz is gonna go down.
But you gotta remember right there, they used 2 ults on him. They used the Jarvan ult and Morgana ult.
Did. Meanwhile, Riven's hacking away at a top turret. Jarvan is moving up to get her.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
Braum is gonna slow Thresh. Thresh is just getting melted. Lucian's able to get across the wall. Oh,
And
the
Riven is
flash
just
over the wall after him.
destroying Jarvan up top. Almost took him out underneath of their tower.
He's down, and Riven's pushing into an inhibitor turret already.
Aatrox is gonna go after her, and is he gonna be able to get it? He already used his dive. She's gonna
Got her
leap
dash and her
away.
shield.
Oh, he
Ooh,
did some
it's
damage
close.
though. And
He
he
is
gets
gonna
her.
get her. She's probably trying to go flash over that wall.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Gonna grab another turret in the bottom lane though. This is starting to snowball.
Yeah, it's 9K behind right now at 21 minutes in. That's a drastic money lead right there at this early in the game. It's a large money lead at any point in the game, but this early, it's just scary.
Twice the kills and 5 turrets, so let's do that. And the dragon. They grabbed the dragon, right?
I do believe so.
Got 3 pushing down mid. There's not much left in this turret. They are gonna get it.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
Here comes Maokai and Fizz. Not gonna start a fight though. Guy's coming back in, and so is Riven.
Oh, Maokai initiates. He lands Jarvan though, and I don't think that was the one he was looking for.
Now,
And
is
Fizz
moving in.
jumps in and then Hourglasses. Ooh, Fizz ult on Thresh. And
Aatrox is
Aatrox
gonna go
goes
now.
down there too.
Morgana
Oh,
lanterns
Morgana, I
away,
thought
and
she was
still
saved.
goes down. Thresh got a hook and was able to pull
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Ooh, that's
Jinx takes out a turret and Jarvan. Fizz goes down.
Team double
And
Riven goes
Riven.
down though.
Maokai and Braum are pounding on the turret. Thresh gets a hook into.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Now they are gonna get the turret. Just
Oh,
Braum's
Jinx,
left there.
Jinx is gonna get. Barely doesn't get Aatrox's back. Is he gonna be able to take out
Maokai's gonna
Jinx?
go down.
I think he might be able to.
He is gonna get
does.
Jinx. But is Braum gonna get him?
Purple team
Takes
triple
down
kill.
Braum too. Wow, what a turnaround there with that fight. Blue team still
not
did get the
expect
purple
that.
turret, but Aatrox, he had died early on in the fight, came back and was able to finish it for purple team.
I thought Braum had a chance to get him there, but yeah, Aatrox did take him down. Meanwhile, Jarvan's already working on the bottom turret. Fizz is coming to greet him.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
The gold lead has gone down to only about 7,000. Still a sizable difference, but I might add. But they were able to get about 2 grand out of
Resnet
that. That's
moving
very
in,
good.
Dropping some vision on the dragon.
Maokai running in to attack the dragon. I think maybe to pull him out, but there's more purple team there.
Dancing around or waiting for a fight to start here. So whoever goes for that dragon first.
Oh,
Maokai's
Maokai got
locked up, they're
caught.
just gonna start unloading on him. Ooh, now Jarvan's the target. Is gonna get away. They're on to Thresh though. Lucian is gonna scare Riven off. Oh, the Jinx ulti comes in and grabs him.
Just when you think you get away, Jinx gets you.
Saw a few clutch Jinx ultis in the previous games tonight. And now they're gonna move on to the dragon. Wow, I just, like, I know they've been getting turrets, I just realized they already have 7 turrets in 25 minutes, like... I know they've been
Yeah.
getting them, but I guess I didn't realize they had that many. Like, it didn't actually sink in. They're almost a full 10k gold ahead now. Moving into the first inhibitor.
Oh. Morgana goes
Maokai's
down.
gonna get out of that one.
Jarvan goes down. Aatrox goes
Goes
down.
And Thresh.
There's an ace.
Blue team triple kill.
That could be game right there.
Blue
Still need to go get the inhibitor.
purple team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
10 seconds is our lowest timer. On to the first Nexus turret, the second Nexus turret. Everyone's low on health, but I think they are going to get the Nexus here. 4 seconds to Jarvan's up. It's not going to be enough.
Wow, that was it did snowball for them. Turned into, I guess, 14k gold difference in the very end, and only a 26-minute match.
Yeah,
but
that snowballed very quickly.
despite that, and I think maybe a little bit less than the first game, it was still a good game, mostly because of a couple of fights that were just Aatrox. It was interesting with Aatrox. He seemed to be a decision maker in the fights, but it was interesting because he was always like the first one out, and then he'd always first one dead, and then he'd always come back to the fight afterwards and just throw off the other team because they weren't expecting him.
Yeah, and that means that this concludes tonight's games, which is the last night of regular play before the playoff starts. And what that also means is that Sex Panther right now is in first place at 8-2. Right? I'm saying this right?
Yeah.
And then tied for second is Zero Tolerance at 6-4, 12th at 6-4, and GGOP at 6-4. And then bringing up the rear is Sneaky Boulders at 3-7.
Right. And
He's got a three-way tie for second.
And Sneaky Boulders, unfortunately, is not going to be in the next stage of this, but I do have to say they've had some really interesting matches. I know there was, I'm going to reminisce a little bit, but I know Blitzcrank was used by Sneaky Boulder once, and he had such an amazing pool. I think they still wound up losing, but they were about to lose, and then he just respawns as Blitzcrank. But anyway, I digress. The 4 teams that'll be playing now for the what do we call this again? Is it final? No, it's not final. Semifinals? Or are we not even there yet? Yeah, semifinals, I guess.
No. You do like quarterfinals first, I think, right? We have enough matches for that. I think.
Do we?
I don't remember.
Anyway,
I'm not.
so
mathing well
there's
right
4
now.
teams left. 4 teams that are going to battle it out and try to win our Front Street Legends tournament.
Yeah, and the way it will work is we will have basically the best of 3 rounds. So we'll have 2 games played, best of 3, starting off in our winners bracket, and we also have a losers bracket like we did last time. So the winners will move on, then the losers will play each other in a best of 1. The losers from the quarterfinals, and then we go into the semifinal, which is a best of 3 again. And then those teams, the loser there drops over to the loser bracket and plays the winner from the first round from the loser bracket, and that's again a best of 1. And then we'll go into the final between the ultimate winner from the winners bracket and the team that was able to survive through the losers bracket. So you could wind up with the 2 teams that played in the semifinals then playing again in the finals. And that will also be a best of 3. So when the dates and all for that, I think that the dates are actually already up, but the matches are not announced yet. So that will be coming. And I think we're looking to start them on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. So it should take a couple days to do.
Yeah. But it'll be really interesting since we have 3 teams that are so close. And 4 teams, actually, that are so close, but 3 that are literally so close that they have tied.
Yeah, it will be it should be a good playoff. So best of luck to all the teams, and we will see you back here on Tuesday.
Have a good night.
Thank you.